Well, dude, this is part 3 of our journey through the wild, wild world that is the Metallica verse, right? We've already done Kill 'Em All. We've done the critically acclaimed Ride the Lightning, and now we are on to probably one of their biggest albums, which is, of course, the Master of Puppets. You've never really listened to this album, right?
I kind of feel like I might have, or just like definitely heard some songs in passing or something, or I listened, nothing really stuck at the time. I don't really know, but like a lot of it did stick out to me. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But
funny thing is how many more songs on Ride the Lightning I felt were more popular than songs on this album. Does that make sense? But I do like there is a familiarity to them. So like,
I mean, big songs on. I mean, I feel like if you look at like their biggest songs, I don't think. I mean, maybe Battery and Master of Puppets, and that's almost it. Like I knew Sanitarium, and I've heard Orion probably from like TikTok videos. I don't know, but
yeah. Well,
it's really good, man.
Dude, it's a great album. So one of the first things, and I remember telling you this, about this album, I felt like it sounded better. When I would think back to when I was in high school and listening to it from the CD, and it wasn't the remastered version, and I felt like that sounded better, so I was a little disappointed in like the sound quality from the Spotify remaster. I don't know, what did you think of the overall production of the album?
I mean, yeah, I don't really have much to go off of except for this remastered version.
Right.
I feel like I enjoyed the songs more, that it didn't bother me as much.
Okay.
A little bit. Like, I don't know, like, just, I felt like almost every song was a banger. At first, like, I don't know, it was one of those that, like, it didn't really hit me until after a few listens.
Yeah.
I think it's all I listened to today. Like, again, like, what I do, I have to keep, like, pausing and going. Like, I never get, like, the full experience.
Right.
I have to keep, like, jumping back in, but it's fun. Like, yeah, the sound quality, production is not great, but, I mean, didn't bother me.
No, I guess it only bugged me for that one little reason. You can just see them looking at like what they ended up with like on the Black album, like songs that you could hear on that album. You start to hear that influence now. You're starting to see the less Kill 'Em All, that less thrashy, raw kind of sound. A lot more production, lots of layers in the guitars. I think musically though, like from the compositional wise, I think this is definitely a step above. It's been growing since Kill 'Em All. I think this is better written than Ride the Lightning.
I don't know. They're still like kind of in their, still developing, still in their infancy. Just about like it's the third record. Like it's, for some reason I thought this one came way later. I didn't know their timeline that well. So
yeah.
I'm glad this came super early. I was excited to get to this one. And for some reason I thought Battery was like Fuel. Like
sure.
I don't know. Like I thought like one of the Fuel riffs was in this. I was like, where is it? That's not the same song.
No.
But, yeah, but I don't know, man. What since you've had a little more time, what are your top 3 from this?
Well, easy right off the bat is got to be Welcome Home, Sanitarium. I think that to me is my favorite track off this record, off this album. I think after that, Master of Puppets is really good. I really like the B section to Master of Puppets because it's so different.
It just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's like the slowdown part, but it's super melodic, and I think it has one of the best guitar solos they've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I think Battery's a straight banger. Like I get Battery stuck in my head a whole bunch. Now that to be said, like the slowness of like the thing that should not be, I think is pretty great. I don't know what their timeline is as far as like a group and like when like the Vietnam War was kind of over. How many of these songs were kind of like an aftermath of like a country at war like Vietnam? Because they all would have been in their teens during that, So I just think like you hear like Leper Messiah, Disposable Heroes, The Thing That Should Not Be. It's all like about like this madness, this descent into it. But those are my 3 standout tracks. I don't think Orion was as good of a solo, like bass solo, as whatever it was.
Right, the instrument.
It's instrumental.
The instrumental, right?
Yeah, it's the instrumental.
Yeah.
I think Call of Cthulhu on Ride the Lightning is a better instrumental than Orion.
So fun. Like, it's super melodic. They definitely got a lot more melodic on this album.
What's your
I don't know,
three?
man. I really like Disposable Heroes, man. That song,
It's a good one.
that intro is a banger.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like Battery, yeah, I agree is up there for me. And then I also really like Damage Inc. I don't know. Those are like my three standouts. Like Master Puppets, I think has the best solo on the album. Yeah, it's just blistering goodness. I love it. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Again,
He definitely learned that arpeggio pattern because he does it quite often on this record.
yeah.
Like he does it almost every song. It feels like. But
I think what's
Good for
cool is there's a lot more like personality in some of these solos. Like there's just some like bonkers parts. Even, you're a guitar player, I'm a guitar player as well. And just sitting there and just trying to imagine what is he doing? Like, how did he make that sound come out? Like, I think Battery has like a really like weird part in one of the solos where it's just like, golly.
I'm willing to bet it was like not predetermined. A lot of it was probably like that was the take. Like he just
Right.
improvised, just noodling. It's like there it is.
Well, I'd heard, so they did the same kind of thing with this record, didn't they? Where they went overseas. I'm fairly certain that that's what kind of ended up happening. I do know that they tried to get Geddy Lee of Rush to be the producer for it, and I think that would have been really interesting to have seen. All in all, man, like this album is just, I think it takes the ideas of Ride the Lightning and really puts like a more professional edge. You got to think, third record under the belt, they are picking up steam. You're just seeing this evolution of a band, and it makes me, so this is where I kind of tap out before we get to the Black Album. So Injustice for All, I think, is going to be a really I've heard the song off Injustice for All.
Yeah. I mean, I do know that one. I did like a minute medley of that album. That was like one of my first YouTube videos, but I listened to it like 5 years ago because it was during COVID. But like, so like that we'll get into that one. But I knew Black End because BT Bam covered it.
Oh, nice.
So does it go that one then Black Album?
I'm pretty sure, yeah,
Or
because
is
this
there
one is
something in between it.
86, Injustice for All is 88, and then Metallica is 91.
It's fun to see the trajectory and things because.
Well, I know we're gonna have a lot to say about the next album, just because I think okay, so we've heard all three of the albums that had Cliff Burton on them. Because it was after this album that unfortunately he died in a tour bus accident, right? And I think that really like changed the course for this band, because there was a lot of animosity, especially if you hear like anybody, like you can go on YouTube, you can find tons and stuff that talks about like how the band wasn't as bass friendly to like Jason Newsted. So unfortunate that like he was the one who came in like after Cliff after the accident, and I don't know. I think this is where we've been on this upward slope, and I think we're about to hit the crest, and then I think we're about to see the drastic change. But bands change over time. Yeah. This to me is it's the 1-2 punch. Ride the Lightning's incredible. Master of Puppets. I'm gonna have to put it, Justin, above Ride the Lightning. I do like Ride the Lightning, but I do think that this one to me stands out as just being a superior, just a little bit better written, just kind of a smarter execution of that sound. But this to me is, when I think Metallica of this era, this is what I'm thinking of.
No, I agree. Same place. I can see myself going back to this one more than the other two.
Right.
Like, I definitely have listened to this one more already.
Yeah, you were saying that you took a minute for you to even like Ride the Lightning. Like you just weren't really
Ride the Lightning.
Ride the Lightning? Ride the Lightning.
I feel like it didn't start as strong as Kill 'Em All, but I liked that they were going a little more proggy. And then they definitely have a lot more prog probably on this album.
Right.
I do think it's a good album. I like it a little more than Kill 'Em All, but
Yeah.
as far as Ride the Lightning. Speaking of, real quick, did you hear that Megadeth is covering Ride the Lightning?
I wonder, does Mustaine have like a claim to that song?
I don't know. I saw a YouTube because I thought it was out, but this YouTuber posted a video of what he thinks it's gonna sound like
Okay.
because he does like Megadeth stuff. So it doesn't come out. The album doesn't come out till January, but I'm curious. I just thought that was relevant to include.
Yeah. We'll definitely
Wish it would have been last week, but
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. We've got a little bit of time. I mean, we are going to be on Metallica for a hot minute.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch more albums to get through. I'm excited to be excited to hear what, because I miss the load and the reloads. I miss the any of these like newer ones that are just kind of like Death Magnetic. I didn't really listen to.
I heard that one's kind of a return to some thrashies, which I'm excited for.
Definitely.
I've heard a little bit of the newest one, 72 Seasons.
Yeah, man. I mean, I imagine it's all pretty. It's all gonna be
Metallica.
good. It's all Metallica, yeah. And we're doing this because we like Metallica.
Yeah,
I think
so.
doing this kind of like in-depth deep dive and going back and listening to like all their stuff, I think is gonna give us some really good perspective. And we could definitely,
It's just a band.
yeah. So I'm enjoying this. Yeah, so far it's each album's just gotten better for me. Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets.
It's a band I've wanted to make this journey, and we're finally doing it,
Yeah.
I know bits and pieces, but getting the whole shebang. So I'm excited.
Getting the whole shebang. Well, if you've been enjoying our journey through Metallica and their albums, please hit the like and subscribe button. Follow us for more as we next explore Justin and Justice for All.
It's a good time. See you next time.
Yeah, have a good one.